5 major Emmerdale spoilers. Ray Walters' killer finally exposed in explosive week. Emmerdale is set to air a week of episodes in the style of a whodunit, as the soap finally unmasks which villager killed Ray Walters. Emmerdale is gearing up to unveil a thrilling week of episodes, reminiscent of Graham Foster's death, before disclosing the identity of Ray Walters' killer. This riveting week rewinds time to the instant of Ray's murder, presenting varying viewpoints on the dramatic sequence leading to his demise. Each day spotlights a different suspect, unraveling the intricate details of their 2-week ordeal and revealing their darkest secrets, including murderous intentions linked to the shocking series of events that ended in a fatal showdown. Viewers may remember Joe Absalom's character, Ray Walters, being zipped into a body bag and dragged away by an unknown villager. His death occurred as his and Celia's modern slavery scheme was exposed, along with their manipulation of teenagers April and Dylan to carry out their nefarious deeds. Here's what to anticipate in a classic whodunit style as Ray's murderer is finally unmasked in a dramatic episode. As we delve into the suspects in Ray's murder, the spotlight shifts to Laurel. Immediately after Celia's murder, Ray stands over his mother's lifeless body, before he composes himself, grabs his distinctive red bag and heads for the exit. Meanwhile, Laurel is left shocked by the truth about Ray and rushes home, refusing to hear out the man she once loved, now revealed to be a monster, when he shows up at Mulberry. Ignoring his pleas, Ray desperately re-enters Mulberry, imploring Laurel to trust him despite his traumatic history. However, when Laurel rejects his victim narrative, Ray is left pleading for his freedom. Laurel's choice to let him go has fatal repercussions, particularly when an enraged Arthur decides to make Ray pay for his mother's suffering. Encouraged by Nicola to ensnare Ray in a trap, Laurel is faced with the decision of whether she's willing to gamble everything to ensure justice is finally delivered. As we consider the suspects in Ray's murder, we see a montage of scenes depicting Rona's journey over the past fortnight. In the immediate aftermath of Celia's murder, Ray stands silently over her lifeless body, then composes himself and prepares to leave, seizing a distinctive red sports bag on his way out. Before he departs, he grabs a cloth and wipes his fingerprints from the knife in his mum's back. Meanwhile, Rona is distraught over April's vanishing, while Marlon continues to unravel. She's home alone when a shadowy figure ominously appears behind her. As we examine the suspects in Ray's murder, we see a compilation of scenes reflecting Marlon's journey over the past 2 weeks. This episode follows his story. After Celia's murder, Ray stands over her dead body, the silence intensifying his shock and sorrow. Then he gathers himself and exits, grabbing a distinctive red sports bag. Before departing, he takes a cloth and erases his fingerprints from the knife lodged in Celia's back. Ray feels an irresistible pull towards the upper floor. The sight of Bear's lifeless body is almost too much to bear as he's consumed with sorrow for this lost paternal figure. In the meantime, Marlon, filled with despair, is certain that April is with Ray and is resolute in extracting answers from him. Armed with a knife and a deadly resolve, he embarks on a mission to locate Ray. In another part of town, Patty is shattered upon discovering the full extent of Bear's imprisonment and is left dumbstruck when Ray cruelly informs him of his father's demise. Patty's grief swiftly morphs into rage when he's threatened to stay away or risk Dylan's safety. With both Marlon and Patty pushed to their breaking points, who will make the first move? And what exactly does Ross have in mind with that firearm? We are introduced to Ray's murder suspects, followed by a sequence highlighting key plot developments concerning the murder and the primary suspects. After Celia's murder, Ray stands over her lifeless form, the silence intensifying his shock and sorrow, before he composes himself and departs, clutching a striking red sports bag. Before leaving, he takes a cloth and wipes his fingerprints off the knife in Celia's back. He finds himself irresistibly drawn upstairs to Bear's room. Ray struggles to face Bear's lifeless feet, shedding a tear for his lost father figure. He maintains a frosty exterior as he regains control of his emotions. As he readies himself to dispose of the body of the mother he killed, Ray is left shattered, yet his despair doesn't deter him from intimidating Eve to ensure Patty remains silent. Outside the village hall, an infuriated Arthur swipes Ray's distinctive red holdall. Laurel is taken aback when Arthur returns with Ray's pilfered bag and the shocking discovery of drugs leads to a clash. In the startling aftermath of Ray's demise, the grim task of moving a body becomes a reality. After stuffing Ray into the back of Jai's depot van, a blunder results in the corpse being driven away by an unsuspecting Jai.